Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international catchweight contest. A match over 30 minutes, 6 rounds, 5 minutes each round, with one single fall, submission or knockout to decide. In the red corner, on my left, ladies and gentlemen, a welcome for the Canadian stomper, Ray Thunder. And opposing him on my right, in the blue corner, I'm sure you'll welcome Johnny Czesław, the Polish Eagle.
An old favorite, of course, Johnny Czesław for the shaven head from Krakow, Poland, 15 stone. There he is, nearly always grinning, enjoys his wrestling so much. But against Ray Thunder here, I'm not sure he's going to enjoy it quite so much as usual. 15 stone 10 of Ray Thunder from Bury, Lancashire. 6 5-minute rounds, one fall to decide.
First round.
So the first fall is the one that matters here, and easily distinguishable, these two. Apart from the shaven head of Czesław, he's the one with the normal dark wrestling trunks. The curious boots of Glendenning there. I don't think I've ever seen him wear those before. Sort of fur exterior to the boot, covering the laces. Not really a wrist lock at all there, just merely holding the hand, but forcing the back hammer from there, from the front. Locking it off in a hammer lock. There's the hammer lock. Nice slam, but Johnny Czesław decides not to follow it. Difficult to see exactly what hold he's got there. Oh, it's a pull-on grab it. Persisting with it. Ray Thunder Glendenning, known as Ray Thunder, in the rings up and down the country. Oh, yes. And for some reason, Thunder arguing with his own second, or his opponent's second. I don't know what about, but the crowd just telling him to get on with it. So side head chancery brings Johnny Czesław to the deck again, but face down this time, which won't worry him too much. And another reason for the shaven head, easily out of a headlock. And he's found a towel that he was asking Czesław to use, I think. He sweats quite a bit, this Czesław, and of course Ray Thunder can't get a good hold on the headlock. Perfect headlock and strangle, except that the stranglehold isn't actually under the chin, it's over the chin. minute to go in the first round of 6. Only one fall to size, which is probably the reason why they're being a little bit careful here. Because one bad mistake could finish the whole thing very suddenly. Chestov hoping to throw him, but the knee in the back came too early for him. And with half a minute to go, Chestov not too happy about that. I don't know why. It was perfectly legal. And a single-leg Boston possibility to Ray Thunder here if he wants it. Doesn't seem to want it, going for the leg spread. Just 10 seconds to go. A single-leg Boston nearly there, though he hasn't got his right leg over. And unless he hurries, he won't have a chance to use it. It's right on the bell now. Accidentally fell on his opponent's leg after the bell, of course. Ray Thunder from Bury, Lancashire, 15 stone 10, a man who's really been around the world, vast experience. Turned pro in the mid-60s. He's been to India, Sweden, Spain, France, Beirut, just returned from a German tournament recently.
Second out, round 2.
5 rounds to go, no score, of course, because the first fall is the decider here. Johnny Chesloff, the shaven head, in a full Nelson now, laid on by Ray Thunder. Well, the half Nelson's still there, but you can see Ray Thunder's right arm underneath as he's joined the hands again. Now can Chesloff break it? And he doesn't have to worry now, but Thunder took him straight to the ropes. I don't understand why he did that. Had the advantage until he took him to the ropes. But he's got it again. Now can Johnny Chesloff do one of his quick escapes from this, downwards? No. Maybe this is a feigned move to... No, it isn't. He's got his man over nicely. And a quick finisher around the side of the face, and a lovely backhanded shot to the throat to finish that move. And Thunder complaining now about the shot. Back elbow follow-up, yes, all part of the same move, and okay. According to the rules. Now the double arm by Thunder. But he's got the wrists instead of going for the linked arm move, which he could have got then, I think. He might be sorry for that. Yes. Didn't have it on firm enough at all. Reaching for a crutch hold, but the fist came in too early, and of course Ray Thunder insisting that that was the heat of the hand. Maybe it was, but the crowd the other side of the ring didn't think so. So side head chancery now with Thunder, and Johnny Chesloff not his usual all-out action self so far this afternoon. Reaching again for the crotch hold, but inner side head chancery, not too easy. Trying again, and the punch again. That was definitely a punch, no question about it, but this side of the ref again. No chance of Max Ward spotting that. Couple of minutes to go in the second. And everybody hoping that Chesloff gets going with that action stuff for which he's renowned. He can separate the fingers just so much. If he jerked them apart, he'd be really in trouble. Most refs won't allow it at all. In fact, I think Max Ward stepped on that very quickly. double interlock. Now then, this is a matter of the stronger man. Now, Cheslov went down intentionally then, I think. Let's see why. He went down very deliberately. Got the feet right underneath him to force himself up. 1 minute to go. And a crutch hold to Ray Thunder, but forearm that time. Naturally, Thunder produces a forearm on that occasion because the referee was his side of Cheslov. The first two were blocked, but that one wasn't. Crutch hold again, Thunder, and both men trying the same move. And very like a clench fist again that landed. Public warning, yes, has had enough.
In round 2, ladies and gentlemen, the first public warning to Ray Thunder.
And with only 8 seconds to go. Johnny Cheslov, he's feeling a great scream from the packed crowd here at Guildford, but I think they're a little disappointed with his action so far, lack of it, because he doesn't seem to be coming back in his usual style at all. Johnny Cheslov, of course, formerly Polish, now naturalized British and living in Bristol.
Second out, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go. First fall decides, 1 public warning against Ray Thunder. There's back to us now in the beard and the long hair. Well, comparatively long hair. And beard. Still, Cheslov hasn't really got going in this bout. And was that clinch fist or not? Ray Thunder pretending to Max Ward he didn't understand what he meant, but he knew perfectly well, of course. Double-handed face bar pulling onto the right knee and the small of his back. Gives that one up. And it might be an idea if Cheslov did get a little angry here. Seldom loses his cool, but I think it might do him some good here. Two-handed beer hold. Yes, there's quite a bit of beard in the middle of the canvas now, and attempted single leg Boston, but he's got the wrong angle completely to it. But the folded leg might possibly get him into trouble. Especially now. He's almost there with the single leg Boston. And what Ray Thunder is doing when the referee comes round this side to check with Cheslov, the crowd know, but we don't. Well, I suppose anybody can be off form and have a bad day, but so far it certainly looks as though it could be Cheslov's bad day today. Single leg Boston again to Thunder. And this could be the winning submission, especially as he uses the rope to lay it on. In fact, Cheslov is on at right knee still, so it's not a completed single leg Boston at all. Should have the full weight in his back, lying on his face. couple of minutes to go in the third, and he came back well that time. Nice timing with that knee. And that chop. That's a little more of that, and the forearm uppercut to follow. Going for the crutch hold again, but I'm sure it was a punch that landed, and Max Ward thinks so too.
This is the second and final public warning to Ray Thunder.
Well, Pat Roach disqualified, and now 2 public warnings against Ray Thunder. Yes, good powerhouse throw. Still Cheslov not really coming in like we expect him. Grapevine now to Thunder and near Armlever. Half a minute. And again the beard. Oh! Well, we'll never know whether that punch was a punch or not, although it looked suspiciously like one because it turned away from it so fast that nobody had a chance to spot that. Oh, his man was down on the canvas there. Lucky to get away with that one. 5 seconds to go. Well, he's certainly been dictating a lot of this bout. If it wasn't for his 2 public warnings, I would say he deserved it. But I can't quite understand what's happening to his opponent. I think Ray Thunder very lucky to find his opponent today in rather off-form mood. Maybe Cheslov will come back soon. He's got 3 rounds yet.
Second out, round 4.
Round 4 now. The first fall is the one that matters here. And remember, Glendenning, the bearded Lancastrian, with 2 public warnings against him. Oh, yes. Actually over the top. Nice backdrop. Missed it. He missed it. He thought he was going to get back in time, and we all did it ringside here, but in 50 seconds of round 4, Thunder failed to beat the count. So Johnny Cheslov gets it on a knockout. Well, that is a turn-up. What an extraordinary finish. John Harris.
Ladies and gentlemen, with Thunder failing to beat the count, the winner on a knockout, Johnny Cheslov. And your appreciation for the loser, Ray Stomper Thunder.
And Johnny Cheslov, the winner there, on a knockout in round 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is an international heavyweight contest over 20 minutes duration, no rounds, with 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 knockout to decide the winner.
Between and introducing on my right and in the red corner, from India, Tiger Dalibar Singh. And his opponent on my left and in the blue corner, from Wakefield, Yorkshire's blonde Adonis, Ray Steele.
And ladies and gentlemen, your referee for this contest, Europe's #1, Max Ward.
Max Ward of Birmingham.
Second way, Quebec Wrestling.
Here we go, right from the start. Dalbir Singh, Gil Singh from Punjab, India, 18 stone 4. just back from South Africa and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all sorts of areas in the Middle East there. And his opponent from Wakefield, Ray Steele, at mere 15 stone 12, the blonde boy from Wakefield. Wonderful wrestler, but he's giving away an awful lot of weight here. Almost, well, 2.5 stone anyway. No rounds in this bout. 2 falls aside this contest, 20 minutes duration. Max Ward in charge of it. And it should be a pretty good bout, this one. Both very powerful heavyweights indeed. Very fast with it. Often see Dalbir Singh, Gil Singh, use that double-handed wrist lever. It's a curious one because it's the hand rather than the wrist that he's got. And a quick head mare escape from Steele. Semi-Japanese triangle hold now, switched, I think, more by Steele's insistence than anything else, because Singh didn't want to twitch it. There's going to be some nice wrestling in this part, no question about it. I hope the crowd here at the Center Halls Woking appreciate the skillful stuff, because they're going to get it now. All from a reverse side headlock. Steele lifts his man, 18 stone, remember, plus. Can't get him over, so decides to place him outside the ring, cause a break. Again, Steele walks into that arm lock, trying to counter with a reverse side headlock. Arm lock still winning. Grapevine on the leg, trying to force him off balance. But the arm lock's still there. As he goes right over the top, it'll still be there after this. And it's Singh this time, parking his man outside the ring and showing equal politesse of letting him back in. Steele with a full Nelson, then switched quite easily, but the butt got him out of trouble just as he got into it. Reaching for the near arm lever, but he'd love the other one if he can get it too. Holding it right against the joint, Steele. Grapevine again. Releases the aerial grapevine, but Steele's got the arm lock still. Right against that joint. Oh, yes, using up a lot of energy to get out of it, and the whip didn't really work because Steele was ready for it. It's the first time we've seen any strength move from either man, and it's Singh that operates the headbutt to the stomach. Forearm uppercut, goes for the headlock and strangle, misses out. Steele again with the backhammer. Remember, no intervals in this bout at all, except for a score. So they have
5 minutes gone.
and still 15 to go in this 20-minute duration contest. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to the side, but no rounds. He's still loath coming close. Once that, is he tall enough?
No.
He's not really tall enough to get that lever against the joint over the shoulder. Not the way he wants it. Agreeing to a double finger interlock. And we're going to get some strength holds now. Remember, still giving away 2.5 stone plus. Not doing badly at all. But he gets the first, wins that particular move. They never hold him down with a double finger interlock, but at least he gets his back to the canvas for the first time. And the bridge. Still thinking of, shall I break it or attempt to? Still the double finger interlock. Right on, it's been on for a minute now. And a full Japanese stranglehold now with the Indian taking the advantage. Can still throw 18 stone plus forwards. He's thinking about it. No, doesn't even try. Yes, that double finger interlock, both of them a little bit sweaty from that continuous interlock there. And Singh's left wrist or hand worried him a little bit after that. Carter. Oh, yes, that's the stomach again. He's quick on those. Gets down very quickly. Took him beautifully on the side steal. Beautifully done, but never hold it for 3, not from that angle. Excellent try, though. For the count of 2, under control, and the crowd appreciated that all right. Here's how quickly the Indian heavyweight got out of that single figure interlock then. So I know only more of that hold, especially on the left hand. Side head chancery now to Singh. Still trying to get both those arms locked inside that move. Not really succeeding. Yes, the body check took him nicely. And again. This time Steele down nicely underneath it. Trip, beautiful trip there. But can he follow it? At least he gets himself a breather. Took Singh's leg very neatly as he crossed over that time. So he tries a weakener on that same leg. Headlock and strangle now, Singh. When you're in one of those by a man of his size, I bet you know you've been in it. Must be murder trying to think of a way out of this.
10 minutes gone. 10 minutes.
So halfway through the bout. No sign of any score, just one or two pinfall chances, and a count of 2 to Steele on a pinfall. But he couldn't make the count of 3. Steele with a double arm now from behind. That's one of his favorites. Strength escaped there by Singh, tempted. Both literally pouring with sweat, only just over halfway through the bout. Referee Max Ward there just coming into picture, separating them now, but not a single warning of any kind to either man so far. Side headlock now, Steele on the attack. Counter by Singh. Double wrist lock. Got his arm right through to bar it. Holding the wrist lock with one. And it's an arm lock he's walked into there. Steele on the attack again. But still, Ray Steele has the advantage with that arm lock. Singh really having trouble getting rid of it. He's gone all the way over the top. Must get rid of him now. At least no counter, but a perfect escape. Ray Steele actually born in Tingley, Yorkshire, but resides Wakefield, where he's billed from. Nicely from underneath, another count of 2 to Steele. He's the one that's got nearest to the pinfall so far on 2 occasions. Which is not bad when you consider that his opponent, Dalbir Singh, 6'1", 18 stone 4. So Steele, I would say, slightly ahead on points if there was a points decision here this afternoon, which there isn't, of course. It's got to be a pinfall to get ahead. Or a submission. Now, there's double wrist lock in the backhammer position to Steele. Again on the attack. Switches to the arm lock. Into a backhammer.
You want to get?
No.
He's very unlucky of Steele now. The first fall scored against him because he's really been doing well the last few minutes. Still on the attack. Trying to force those shoulder blades right back to canvas. Third count of 2 he's had. Just cannot hold him down well enough. And a little bit frustrated now, Singh. Relying a lot on the forearm smashes, but it's not necessary for him really in his style.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
So just under 5 minutes now to go, and still no sign of any score except Steele's 3 pinfall attempts. Goes over the top of the forearm smash that time. It's the first time we've seen him try that.
1, 2, 3.
And a crotch hold and slam to Singh. Stands too near. Over the top of the forearm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They certainly move when they heard it. 15 minutes called nicely from underneath. Steele got those shoulder blades this time. No. Just a count or two again. He really has been unlucky.
No. See that? No, referee, no. No.
He has to force his Singh down on one knee.
No. No.
He thinks for a moment of a straight arm lift, but decides against it with an 18-stone man in front of him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Both men just pouring with sweat now as that body check. Steele comes in with a butt for the change. Singh's trick that nicely. Underneath. And it takes him over the rolling arm. Beautiful over the top and a cross press. And gets a counter 2. So it's the 5th count of 2 we've had on a pinfall chance, but not a single fall yet. No score.
No. No, referee, no.
Don't think he'll leave go for an instep in the back. Not Ray Steele. He's got that folded leg nicely held there with toe and ankle, and he wants to stay that way for quite a bit yet. He's a bit of breather.
No. No.
Now it's still very quiet, enthralled though, although probably they're waiting for the bout following this, which of course is the championship contest, heavy middleweight. And it's a single leg Boston, again Steele on the attack.
No.
Couldn't quite get it. Two minutes. Cole.
4, 5, 6.
Looks like I'm going to get a score here.
1, 2.
Saw that coming, sidestepped very quickly indeed, and Steele in trouble with that left knee. The Indian comes in fast, and Steele a little bit worried by that left knee. Oh, beautifully switched nicely from underneath Steele. Again a count of 2. So that's the 5th one for Steele, and 6 in total. Counts of 2 on a pinfall, which leaves 3. How near a score can he get without getting? Body check, and both of them, that's heads. I think the head's caught there. There must be trouble for one of them. 8, 9, both up, but not happy. And it's a crotch hold and slam, and his Singh over the top on a cross press. Gets his shoulder blade off on 2. 45 seconds to go. And still no score. This is incredible. Leg trip, but a bit near the ropes, and there's only less than 30 seconds to go now, about 25.
No. Jim.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a 20-minute duration bout go the whole way with no score before. 10 seconds. Over the top, cross press, Steele rally attack. Count of 2 again. 4, 3, 2. That's it. So, a no-score draw And a wonderful bout by both men, and the crowd really appreciating that. Peter Bates, your MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, after this excellent all-action wrestling contest from these two big men, as there was no falls or submissions, the referee's decision, and a very fitting one at that, a draw.